Hello everybody and welcome to a Let's Play video on Space Tyrant. This game is a 4X game, but it's more of a casual 4X game, and I'm just going to go through a few turns just to show you what it's like. I think it's due on Steam soon, so if it's not out already, I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out anyway. So this is the main menu. It's pretty cool. I like the guy's hands, the way they move up and down. You got settings. You can click on this. You can adjust your sound and your music volume, VSync, full screen, quality, resolution. Some basic options here, but it's pretty much all you'd probably need anyway for this game. So just click apply on that. You got some tutorials here. These you don't play through these tutorials. They kind of show you little video clips of what to do. In a way I kind of prefer that because it's a bit quicker sometimes than actually playing through the game and being led by the hand as to what to do. And you can also reference these at any time just by going into the options and just clicking on them, until you get comfortable with how the game plays. So I like that, it's quite nice. So we close this. I'm going to continue playing from where I left off in the game I was playing. And I just played probably the first two missions or areas. I'll show you what I mean now. So I click play. Now at first I was kind of looking at the game and I thought it's quite mobile-esque in that everything seems to be kind of scaled quite big buttons, that type of what you tend to see in a mobile game for touch screens and stuff like that. But I think it holds up well. I think it's still a pretty decent PC game in its own right. But yeah, you can definitely see mobile influences. But let's see what it's like anyway other than that. Now I've actually gone straight into a mission I must have started, so I actually went past the mission selection screen. But anyway, what we've got here is pretty much a sector of space, or I guess you could call these little sectors if you wanted to. And this overall galaxy map size, whatever you want to call it, kind of varies in size each mission. I don't know how big it gets. Probably gets a little bit bigger as you progress further into the game. The first one just has a smaller area, and traveling to the different planets, you'll it's like a fog of war. You'll just kind of uncover what's there. Down here you got some cards that you can play, which is kind of nice. Adds a nice bit of gameplay. I like that feature. These are crystals. You need these crystals to actually play the cards. If you look at the cards up the top left, you have a number. So this card will take one crystal to play. All the cards will just take one, but there are some that will take 2 crystals or more. What else have we got? This is basically your turn button down here. So if I click on that, it's telling me that I have a fleet to move. So if I click on this, it'll bring me to this fleet here. And this here is your Tyrant bar. Basically, you're kind of playing the role as a Space Tyrant, which is the name of the game, and you're kind of taking over areas of space, taking control away from the Senate, which I think is the kind of alter ego or the enemy. And that's pretty much it. You're just in competition with them to take over sections of space. So so the Tyrant bar here, this skull as it moves up is good for you, and it unlocks a death ray which you can use to blast enemies. But if this reaches the bottom, unrest will eat away at it, and if it drops off, then basically you lose. So you got to keep an eye on that bar, and it kind of pressures you into being on the attack, I guess. So, and not resting too much on your laurels. Up here we've got your money, credits, and you'll capture different planets which will increase your credits, and credits can be used to buy ships in the shipyard to bolster up your fleets. Here you got research, and as the research fills up you'll be able to unlock new technologies for your ships. This is an invasion dice, so when you're attacking a planet, the more invasion dice you have the better, but you start off with 1. And then you got your options up here, and again if you click on options you can oh, actually it's this help button here. This will give you the tutorials again, so it kind of refreshes you as you're playing the game, which is nice. Options, you have mission info, surrender. So mission info tells us this is particular galaxy, I'll call it, is a difficulty of 3 stars. The goals is credits, so I'm not sure if it expects me to earn a certain amount of credits. I've kind of jumping into this mid-game, so I'm not sure what it was. And yeah, you can actually apply different items to your character, your main character here, which boosts your stats and stuff like that as well in different ways. So there's lots of good little things going on with the game. But yeah, let's get started anyway. So here's our fleet. If we click on the planet here, let's just click off him first. Hang on. Okay. Well, it's the end of the turn. Okay, just gotta click this here. So you can see the unrest drops your bar down a bit. Made 50 gold, 50 credits, and 5 research, and you can see that building up here. So I'm going to click on this fleet and then click on the shipyard. And this is what we've got here is 4 destroyers and 1 frigate. So I'm going to add in another frigate. And you can arrange the order of them here. So the front line, I'm going to move this frigate up and the destroyer back. And just that's pretty much all we can do. As your fleets upgrades, you'll get more spaces to put more ships and bigger ships. And this is the cost of them down here. And that's pretty much the guts of the fleet management. Okay, so first thing we have to do is, where are we going to attack? So we're going to attack this asteroid, we can attack this barracks. If we beat the barracks, it'll give us an extra invasion dice, which is useful. If you see the armor figure 4, 5, 6 over here, that's the score you have to get in the dice to actually beat the planet. Now you can wear the armor down over a couple of turns, or the defense value. But yeah, so let's see which one we go for. Let's go for this planet down here, Trade World. It'll give us 165 gold. Yeah, so we'll go this way. So I click on their fleet, and then we click here. And the presentation in this game is quite nice, I have to say. All the everything's it's just very nicely presented. So this is the tactical battle. When your fleet faces off against an enemy fleet. And before I click it, I'm just going to quickly explain, because the battles are quite they're quick, you can't slow them down, but you can either speed them up or play them at normal speed. But basically what you want to do is, each ship has a special ability, and you activate it by clicking on it. And it also takes a certain amount of energy to do it. Actually, let me just click this first and pause it. So click that. Oh yeah, you get to choose a bonus tactic as well. So let's see, let's just click this one. Blast 3 ships in a horizontal line. Actually no, this one might be better. All small ships do double damage, because these are all small ships, so that should be pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Actually, oh, that is a slow motion button. I didn't think. I had no idea that was a slow motion button. Interesting. I thought it was pause. Okay, anyway. Click on your ships to activate their special abilities. Up here you can see the energy, and every time you use a special ability, this particular one uses 1 energy, and this one uses 1 energy, and the energy builds up slowly over time. You can also activate your special here that you chose. And other than that, they will pretty much fight automatically, but you do have to, there's some tactics involved in choosing which specials to activate and when to activate them. So it does give a nice little bit of interactivity to the battles. Let's speed it up a little bit. Boom. So yeah, you kind of want to play a bit better than I just did there, because you want to try and conserve your ships so you don't have to spend money rebuilding your fleet. But I kind of I actually was expecting the pause button there, and there just wasn't one, so it kind of took me by surprise. So anyway, when you beat the fleet, defending the planet, you can then try to invade the world. So you click on that, and it has a defense value of 5, so what we need is a 5 or more on the dice. Get a 2. So we don't quite take that planet, and we're going to need to commit another turn to actually try and take it. Now, we have down here, you get to choose a card. Actually, we've too many cards, so we're going to use one. So this is quite good. We can add 2 frigates to a fleet. Yep, that's a good idea. And then we can just tap them in there. We can actually do the other one as well. Nope. Yeah, we can activate this. 25 credits for 4 turns. That would be very useful. There we go. And that frees up space then for getting a card. So then the enemy takes their turn. And here's a nice card that will give us -2 on rest. So I think we'll just use that straight away. And we'll try to invade this planet again. So we need a 3 or greater. So there you go, planet captured. Oh yeah, and when you capture a planet or a star base or anything like that, you get this you explore, and you get a multi-choice. Sometimes you get some nice little bonuses, sometimes you get something bad. So, local court. Furious at being thrown in the pain boot for a trivial offence, a local noble brings legal charges against you. How will you react? 50 credits to rig the jury. Deny all charges, and this is locked. So, I like to play this. You're supposed to be a Space Tyrant, so I nearly always go for the bad option or the evil option in this game. But in this case, I'm just gonna see if I can get away without spending anything here and see what happens. So let's deny all charges. Incensed by this travesty of justice, the world rises up against you. Okay, so that was pretty bad. I probably should have just spent the 50 credits to rig the jury. But rebellion. So I think we lose control of that planet because of that now. I'm not sure. We'll know the next turn anyway. So now we've got research. Up here you can see we've got 10 of 10 tech available. So we get to unlock something cool. So plasma furnace, reactor upgrade vastly improves damage. So we get 15 plus damage on the frigate. That's quite nice. Our upgraded building materials greatly increase survivability. Or plus 90 health on our destroyers. I'm gonna go with damage on the frigates, I think. Yeah, there's a bigger boost on them though. Yeah, we'll just go with the damage. Okay, and that's the end of the turn. Yeah, so we did actually lose control of that planet. So that was a pretty bad choice I made. Because now we got to invade this world all over again. which really sets you back and allows this unrest to build and your meter to fall. You really got to be pushing all the time, attacking and taking over planets and stuff like that. Also, what you can do is when you get enough credits, you can hire another fleet, or you can actually, in some cases, there's prison worlds like this one here. Actually, if you attack this and release the guy who's in prison, you get his fleet, and you can independently move more than one fleet around, taking over the different planets. Which, as soon as possible, I think you want to be going towards multiple fleets. So let's try invading this. 2, not enough. But yeah, that's Space Tyrant, and it gives you an idea what the game is like. So I just thought I'd give a quick overview. I think it's pretty good. I think there's quite a bit of fun to be had in this game. It's easy enough to pick up and enjoyable enough to play. So yeah, check it out, and thanks for watching.